Okay, so here are some extra examples for section 7.4 in pre-algebra. Um, so I'm supposed to find 75% of 96. Um, the quickest way to do this is to recognize, hey, 75%, that's quarters. I mean, if you do 75 over 100, think of it as a fraction. That's really 3 quarters. So in your head, what you could do is try to figure out what's 96 divided by 4, which again, it depends upon how good you are doing mental math. But 96 divided by 4 is 24. Now that's 1/4 though. 1/4 is 24. So if I went 3 quarters, multiply 24 by 3, which gives us in 72. Now again, all of this kind of take it with a grain of salt. You could have always just done 75 over 100 equals x over 96 and done the proportion, and I'm perfectly fine with that. But the point is just to kind of do it simple arithmetic or maybe simple mental math. Okay, so that was number 18 from the homework. The next one from the homework, number 26. This one, again, you could do the proportion 1 out of 100 equals x out of 400. Okay, because it's 1%, so it's 1 out of 100. But this is a good mental one to do fast because I want 1/100th of this. So what I want then is I want to divide this by 100, which is 4. Okay, so 4 is 1% of 400. Next one we can do is some quick mental math. And it's approximating here, is to find 117% of 50. Now, again, you're doing it mentally. You could do it exactly. 117% out of 100 equals x out of 50. And I don't want to take that away from you because, to be honest, it isn't that terrible to do. Cross multiply, that ends up giving us 1,170 divided by 2, which is 5,085. 585 equals 100x divided by 100. That's not right. I lost. It's 5850, which then gives you 58.5 equals x. So there's your exact. But the point is to approximate this. And what this is about 120%. Okay. Well, 100% of 50 is 50. If I could find 20% of 50, which is 1/5 of it, again, 20 out of 100% is 1/5. A fifth of 50 is 10. So I could take 50, add 10 to it, I get 60. That's kind of my approximation for 117% of 50. Again, the exact, which if you want to find it, I don't care. Again, I told you that in class. If you want to do exact for everything, that's fine. But it is a little quick mental shortcut is to say, oh, this is about 120%. 20% is about a fifth of it, so take a fifth of it and add it on. Well, a fifth of 50 is 10. 10 plus 50 is 60. Okay. All right, then. I think last example. Yeah, last example. This one. This one is the one I would say of all these, and I should have said it in class. If I didn't, I'm saying it now. This is out of all of them. This is probably the one where I do the most kind of, I use the most, where I really am approximating. So I'm going to get dinner, or no, I'm sorry, in this case, it's manicure. Not, so obviously not me. And it was $32.99, which I'm just going to say that's $33. Forget don't worry about tax. Okay. So it's about $33. Now what I want is a 20% tip to add on to that. So here's the trick. If I want to find 1% of it, I divide by 100. If I want 10%, I just divide by 10. So I take 33, divide it by 10, that's 3.3, which really in money is $3.30. Now that's 10%. I want a 20% tip. So I want to double that. So if I do that, I get a 20% tip. So that ends up being $6.60. And I do this all the time when I'm figuring out tips. I always well, I tend to, unless service is really bad, tip at least 20%, but generally around 20%. So all I do is I round to the nearest dollar, divide by 10 and double it, throw it on there. So that's the easy way to find a 20% tip. Okay, great, thanks.